the reason we decided to name our 20th anniversary season An Age of Enlightenment is really threefold. First off, we're 20 years old now, and so we felt like we'd reached a certain level of competency and maturity in what we are doing, and we wanted to honor the amount of thoughtfulness and passion that had gone through our previous history of 19 seasons, and look to the future as well. And so we chose plays that kind of represented that, and when we were looking at the values of those plays, the individual's freedom and rights, a transformation through education, a humanity that deals with social justice, we suddenly realized we were sharing values that we hold as core values of Remy Bumppo with the Age of Enlightenment in the 18th century, to do with education, to do with social justice, the freedom of the individual, things that we take really as standard values now: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And those things that we believe in. And the great thinkers of that period, Descartes and Voltaire and Locke and Benjamin Franklin and Spinoza and all the great people who changed the way we think now, so that we are doing classics that actually speak to now, using these great thinkers who formed the way we think. And so we were looking at the plays that we've chosen. Tom Stoppard's new version of Pirandello's Henry IV, a play about an individual who sees through, thanks to his madness, or perhaps not, sees through social norms and sees to the truths behind our human existence. And then George Bernard Shaw's brilliant social critique, Pygmalion, which obviously deals with language and great ideas, and also the Fabianism's ideals of moving society forward through education and slow reform. And then we end up the season with Born Yesterday, which is, you know, a beloved American classic, but it speaks absolutely to a timely idea of conscious citizenship, of being able to use education to make us better citizens of America, to be aware of our human rights, to be aware of what the Constitution says, to read the news, to be current. And to me, that speaks to everything that Remy Bumppo would like to stand for, and I think does stand for. And as we move towards the future, and we have added a fourth show this year, which I'm very excited about, in a co-production with Silk Road Rising, in an American premiere of a version of Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. This version, done by Tanika Gupta, who's a very famous writer in England, but really not known here. And this version is set in colonial India, but it still focuses on Pip as a young man who decides to change himself for the better, he thinks, and has to find that balance between education and knowledge of himself and knowledge of society and his own roots and what means truth to him. And for me, that's what the season's about. It's about individuals who find the truth about themselves through knowledge, through what we think of as language and ideas and being able to deal with literature. And for me, that says that everything that Remy Bumppo has stood for in the past, it's what we want to stand for in the future, to be conscious and go through, furthering what we do and getting better at what we do.